We all have desires. They are an intrinsic part of our human experience. We want things, experiences, and achievements. These desires drive us forward, pushing us to strive for more. This is part of being human, but sometimes desires control us, dictating our actions and emotions. We chase one thing after another, never feeling satisfied. The moment we achieve one goal, another takes its place. This constant chase can leave us feeling empty and unhappy, as if something is always missing. Imagine a dog chasing its tail. It runs in circles, endlessly pursuing something it can never catch. It runs and runs but never catches it. This is a metaphor for our own endless pursuits. This is what it's like to be trapped in the cycle of endless desires. We become like hamsters on a wheel, running but going nowhere. We think getting what we want will make us happy, but true happiness lies in breaking free from this cycle. It's about finding contentment within. How can we escape this endless chase? How can we find true peace and contentment in our lives? How can we find peace and contentment? The answers lie in understanding and transforming our desires. This essay explores the wisdom of Osho, a spiritual teacher, on overcoming desires and finding inner peace. His teachings offer a path to liberation from the never-ending chase. To overcome desires, we must understand their root. According to Osho, desires stem from a sense of lack. We believe something is missing within us, and we try to fill that void with external things. This sense of lack can come from various sources: societal conditioning, past experiences, or even our own insecurities. We are bombarded with messages telling us we need more to be happy: a bigger house, a better car, the latest gadgets. This constant exposure creates a feeling of inadequacy. We start believing that happiness lies in acquiring these external things. But the truth is, true fulfillment comes from within. Osho believed that desires are the biggest obstacle to inner peace. He taught that desires create a constant state of wanting, a feeling of not enoughness. This keeps us trapped in a cycle of seeking and striving, preventing us from experiencing the joy of the present moment. According to Osho, true peace comes from a place of acceptance and contentment. When we can accept ourselves and our lives as they are, without needing anything more, we can finally experience true inner peace. This doesn't mean we should give up on our goals or ambitions. Instead, it's about shifting our focus from external achievements to inner fulfillment. The problem with desires is that they never truly satisfy. We get what we want, and we might feel a fleeting sense of happiness, but soon a new desire arises, and the cycle begins again. Think about a time when you finally got something you really wanted. Maybe it was a new phone, a promotion, or a romantic relationship. You were excited at first, but how long did that feeling last? The initial excitement eventually fades, and we start looking for the next thing to fulfill us. This is the nature of desire. It's always seeking more. Practical steps towards detachment, letting go to find peace. Osho offered practical steps to break free from the grip of desires and find inner tranquility. He emphasized the importance of detachment. Detachment doesn't mean becoming emotionless or indifferent. Rather, it means maintaining a healthy distance from our desires. It means not letting our happiness depend on external things or outcomes, but finding contentment within ourselves. Here are some practical steps to cultivate detachment and find peace in your daily life. Practice mindfulness. Pay attention to your thoughts and feelings without judgment. This helps you become aware of your inner world. Notice how often your mind gets caught up in desires and how these desires influence your emotions. Challenge your thoughts. Ask yourself, will getting this truly make me happy? Reflect on the deeper reasons behind your desires. Or what need am I trying to fulfill with this desire? Understanding your motivations can help you let go. Focus on gratitude. Appreciate what you have instead of focusing on what's missing. Gratitude shifts your perspective. Find joy in the simple things. Engage in activities that bring you joy without any external rewards. Simple pleasures can be deeply fulfilling. Serve others. Shift your focus from yourself to helping others. Acts of kindness can bring immense peace and satisfaction. A story of transformation from craving to contentment. There was once a successful businessman who had everything money could buy, a luxurious house, fancy cars, and exotic vacations. He seemed to have it all, at least on the surface. Yet despite his material wealth, he felt empty inside, a void that nothing seemed to fill. He was constantly chasing the next big deal, always striving for more, never satisfied with what he had. The pressure and stress were relentless. One day he met a wise old monk who taught him about the nature of desire and the endless cycle of craving. The monk explained that true happiness and contentment come from within, not from external possessions or achievements. The businessman was initially skeptical, finding it hard to believe that inner peace could be so simple. But he decided to give the monk's teachings a try. He started practicing mindfulness and gratitude, learning to focus on the present moment and appreciate what he already had. He began to appreciate the simple things in life: the warmth of the sun on his face, the laughter of his children, the beauty of nature all around him. Slowly but surely he felt a sense of peace and contentment he had never experienced before. The transformation was profound, leading him from a life of craving to one of true contentment. Cultivating awareness, the first step to detachment. The first step to overcoming desires is cultivating awareness. We need to become aware of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. This means observing our desires without getting carried away by them. Mindfulness meditation is a powerful tool for cultivating awareness. By paying attention to our breath, we can learn to observe our thoughts and feelings without getting swept away by them. As we become more aware of our desires, we can start to question them. We can ask ourselves, why do I want this? What need am I trying to fulfill? Will getting this truly make me happy? Embracing the present moment, finding joy in the now. Desires often pull us away from the present moment. We get so caught up in wanting what we don't have that we miss out on the beauty of what's right in front of us. To break free from this cycle, we need to learn to embrace the present moment. This means paying attention to our senses, what we can see, hear, smell, taste, and touch without judgment. When we focus on the present moment, we connect with a sense of peace and contentment that isn't dependent on external circumstances. We realize that true joy is available to us right now, in this very moment. Acceptance is a key principle in Osho's teachings. It means accepting ourselves, our lives, and the present moment without resistance. When we resist what is, we create suffering. Acceptance doesn't mean we should settle for mediocrity or give up on our dreams. It simply means acknowledging what is true in this moment without judgment. When we accept ourselves and our lives as they are, we free ourselves from the need to chase after things to make us happy. We can finally relax and experience the peace that comes from within. Conclusion: discovering lasting peace and fulfillment. The pursuit of endless desires keeps us trapped in a cycle of seeking and striving. It prevents us from experiencing the true peace and fulfillment that come from within. By understanding the root of our desires, cultivating awareness, embracing the present moment, and practicing acceptance, we can break free from this cycle. We can find lasting peace and fulfillment, not in external achievements, but in the depths of our own being. Remember, true happiness is not about getting what we want, it's about wanting what we have. When we can appreciate the beauty of the present moment and find contentment within ourselves, we unlock the key to lasting peace and fulfillment.